Okay, good morning. Hope this finds you well. Take this opportunity to welcome you today to our unity, which is concrete technology. Then we have our lesson title, which is manufacture of concrete. And we have our subtopic, which is stages of concrete production. So without wasting much time, let's go to stage number 1, which is batching. And we define batching as the measurement of materials like aggregates, cement and water necessary for preparing different grades of concrete. So the process of measuring aggregates of concrete production is called batching. So we have two types of batching, where we have volume batching and weight batching. Volume batching is the process of batching by use of volume, while weight batching is process of batching where we use the weight. We have here a diagram which shows volume batching and weight batching. So this is volume batching, where volume of materials are measured, then concreting takes place. Then this is a batching box of non-volume. So this batching box, we pour in materials, and when the materials are full, they are of a certain volume. So those are the two methods of batching, where we have weight batching and volume batching. So we go to process number 2, which is mixing. So mixing is the process number 2. After volume or weight batching, we mix the materials that have been batched very well, and it should be homogeneous after mixing. Mixing of concrete is of two types. So in mixing, we have two types of mixing, where we have hand mixing, and hand mixing is mixing of concrete manually by hand. In hand mixing of concrete, we add 10% extra cement, fine and coarse aggregates. So we add 10% in order to cater for the loss of cement. So that was the method number 1, and method number 2 is machine mixing. Machine mixing is mixing of cement, fine and coarse aggregate and water by help of concreting machine. At site we use drum type or pan type mixing machine. So let's go. So there we have a picture of a man who is doing hand mixing. You can see he is using a spade to mix that concrete. Then we have another picture of concrete truck mixer. There's a concrete truck mixer, which is a machine that mixes concrete. Then we also have a tilting drum mixer. Tilting drum mixer is a common type of mixer which is used in site, where when you tilt it, it discharges the concrete, and when you tilt back, it maintains. So that was process number 2. So the next one is transportation. After batching, now you have mixed the concrete, so you transport it to the required destination. So concrete should be transported to the site within 30 minutes by use of the following. We have discharge directly into forms through short chute. We have use of wheelbarrows. We have use of dampers, elevating towers and concreting pumps. So there we have a picture of a man who is transporting concrete by use of a wheelbarrow. Then we also have transporting concrete by use of concrete truck mixer to the required site. Then we have use of chutes. Then this one is a damper. This is the use of damper, and it is used to transport concrete on the site. But this truck mixer, it can transport concrete out of the site. So we go to process the next stage, which is placing. So after mixing, now you have transported to the site, Now you do placing of concrete. So the deposition, distribution and consolidation of freshly mixed concrete in the place where it is to harden is the placing of concrete. So placing of concrete is the process of deposition or distribution of concrete to a place where it will harden. Concrete should be deposited as nearly as practicable in its final position. Placement of concrete is accomplished with buckets, hoppers, manual or motor propelled barriers. We have chutes and draw pipes, conveyor belts, pumps, trims and paving equipments. So in order to put concrete where it is going to set or to harden, we use buckets, hoppers, pumps and many others. So here we have a picture where we have a man who is placing concrete by use of a bucket, because it is the simplest and cheapest method of placing concrete as compared to other methods. So we move to the next step, which is compacting. So after you have done batching, after batching you have mixed. After mixing you do transportation. Then after transportation you place your concrete. So the next step after placing concrete is compacting. So compacting is the process which expels out trapped air from freshly placed concrete. So the process where air is dragged out of concrete is called compaction, and is done to increase the strength of concrete. So after placing concrete at the desired place, we compact by the help of steel rod or vibrator machine. And there are two methods of compaction, where we have hand compaction and mechanical compaction. Hand compaction is the compaction of concrete by use of hand tools, while mechanical compaction is compaction of concrete by use of mechanical machines like poker vibrator and pan vibrators. So there we have a picture of two people who are using poker vibrator to compact concrete. And a poker is just a machine that is used to drive out the air in concrete in order to increase the strength of concrete. So after compacting we go to curing. And curing is the process of keeping concrete surface wet. Curing of concrete has a major contribution of strength gaining of concrete, and it increases the chemical reaction that takes place on concrete. Concrete should be cured for at least 28 days or 14 to 28 days or 21 to 28 days. And we have curing. Curing of concrete is by the following methods. Those are methods of curing. We have water curing, steam curing, channel curing and electrical curing. So when we talk about water curing, this is the curing of concrete by use of water, and steam curing is the curing or the process of keeping concrete surface wet by use of steam. Then we have chemical curing, there we use chemicals. Then electric curing, where we cure by use of electricity. So the last step in concreting is finishing. The last step is finishing, and now we finish surface of concrete according to their demand value. For flooring surface should be well finished, for road surface to be rough finish. So the finish, it will depend on the demand value of the concrete surface. So we have different methods of finishing, where we have the stamped concrete finish, we have the trowel concrete finish, and salt concrete finish. There we also have a diagram where a person is trying to do some finishes on concrete by use of a wood. So, in summary, we can say that those are the main steps of concreting or concrete production, and should be followed in an orderly manner so as to come up with a high quality concrete. And that brings me to the end of presentation. Thank you.